everybody, it's Becky. I'm back today with a homeschool curriculum review for you. I shared with you guys in a video, I think it was last year, our curriculum that I designed for my oldest daughter, and while it still works really well and everything, I wanted to add more to it. So it was more than just the state facts and things like that, but really finding a way to encourage her and to help her to know the state shapes and where they are in relation to each other. So this curriculum is called Drawing Around the World, and this is the USA version and they have a world version. I do have both versions that they gave me to try out. So we haven't done the world version yet. We're doing the USA first, and then we'll move on to world after we finish all of our US states. And I did add the Confessions of a Homeschooler's USA Road Trip curriculum to this, so that's why we took a pause on this for a little while so that I could set that up and we could use them in conjunction. This definitely, though, could be a standalone curriculum if you really wanted it to be, because it does come with state information sheets for each state. So you could do just this and that would be fine. It comes in an ebook form, or you can actually, they'll send you a book. And this was the ebook form that they sent me, and it's $22.95 to order the ebook and $25.95 to order the actual book. And so I went ahead and I got the ebook and I went to Staples and got it bound. I just have it opened up so my daughter's name is in the front, so you don't see that. Basically what they do is each week they'll study one or more states, and they become familiar with not only the shape of the state, but also where it is in the country and where it is in relation to the states that surround it. It actually has a schedule already for you. Day 1, you're going to study the new state and complete the state fact table. You'll locate and label each new state on the map, and you'll draw the states that you've studied so far. That's day 1. You could always add more to it if you want, but that breaks it down into 4 easy steps for you. Day 2 is to locate and label each new state on the dashed black and white map that they provide, and then you draw all the states that you've studied so far. So you're reinforcing, just memorizing where the states are. Day 3 is the same thing. Day 4, you'll list from memory the states that you've studied so far, so that's where this step kind of comes in play. They practice it a couple days and then they do it on their own. And then using the blank text box, they draw from memory all the states that they've learned. And then it goes through and shows you the different maps that are included. So the individual state drawings, you'll have that. It says each time a new state is introduced, the students are asked to trace the new state and then recreate freehand the best they can with the shape of the state. The dashed black and white map, 3 days a week, the students are encouraged to locate, trace, and label all the states on the map. They'll have plenty of these to practice for each state. And then there's also just the blank map. Well, it does have the latitude and longitude lines, so it kind of helps keep things into perspective when drawing in the states. But it's just a really good way to test your kids and for them to challenge themselves to know, where states are located in the country and then where they're located in relation to other states. So it's just a really great way to reinforce the skills they worked on throughout the week. They'll also be working a little bit each week on state abbreviations, and then also one for the state capitals. And so here's one that she did for Maine. So it gives you a blank box, so she's gonna draw this freehand. She'll do the capital, the area and population, statehood, bird and flower, their industry, and an interesting fact. She knew some of her states already, so she came in on day 2 and she filled in, of course, Maine, but then she also filled in all the other ones that she knew. So it's really helping her to really learn where the states are. And I'm really bad at this. I mean, I remember we used to do geography quizzes when I was in school, and I remembered a lot of things, I guess, at that time, but I've forgotten pretty much everything. So even for me, this has been really helpful. And then, of course, sprinkling in the state capitals and all the information about each state is a really nice bonus. So I think this has been working out really well for us. This is a really great option, especially if you have kids that are artistic or that like to draw and not just the typical textbook. If you really want a fresh way to learn geography, I think you'll be surprised of how much they actually retain using this program, even the really young ones. Because like I said, you don't have to have the state exactly perfect, especially if they're young. They're going to just be able to do the basic shapes and then where they are on, within the country. So many of you do homeschool and you're always looking for different types of curriculum that maybe you haven't seen yet. So I hope you guys found this interesting. I'll link all the information down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.